What's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. What's up, keep the rest. Hey, I got that check to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. New Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hanging and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Act like my beat ain't no happy, but later I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Breeze now on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. A little juke. That good for 19 and a first down. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now Newton on first down. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Now Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down, Kamara takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game...
Here's Newton now on second down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to get put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do they do?
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready? 20. Gun. Hey! Gun. On the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. They get it to him running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But over the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Look at it.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Newton now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the Saints signal for another timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Breeze. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Breeze. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Moore. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Ginn. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Rolling to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Newton to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Ginn. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Breeze now on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Breeze. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Lutz puts this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you're playing the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now this time, Breeze will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Ready? You ready? Where you at? Is that yours? Who's that?
Now Breeze on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
5-8. Ready? Yellow lady.
They run. It's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Breeze to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. To throw is Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
20. Gun.
Now it's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So the drag route works out there. Defensively, they were in man, weren't they?
They were, and that's really difficult to cover, especially if you're given time to throw the ball. So what you're trying to do is make sure you're at the hip or the upfield shoulder of the receiver and stay aligned with that. You know, kind of Velcro yourself to it, what a lot of the coaches call plastering to a receiver. Because if you let them inside you and they're running away and you're chasing, they've got all the advantages.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Gun. Do something. Gun.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Under. 21.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Got it. Motion.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On play action, now Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Bree's going to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
36, 36.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a play fake. Breeze. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Breeze now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.